Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Purple Group presentation for CST 126. My name is Matthew Pascal, and this is my project. So the objectives of this project, the first one was to learn PHP by using HTML, PHP, and other high-level languages. This really helped me. I didn't know anything about PHP before starting this class, very little about HTML, some about some of the other high-level languages. But for this class, I mainly used HTML and PHP to create this blog. The other objective was to create a functional blog for our users. With this blog, we wanted them to be able to update, comment, or even delete a blog. Also to view the blogs of other users. So another objective that we had here with this project was to learn to work with the databases and their tables. Working with databases seems like a very daunting task at first. Getting everything thrown at me at the start of this class, I know I was overwhelmed a little bit, but we went through it, and now I know a lot more about databases, as well as the primary keys and foreign keys and other constraints you can put on them. With the design decisions for this project, I wanted to go with header returns to separate the pages, mainly the heading from the body of the page. It worked really nicely as it creates a straight line all the way across the page. I used 2 of them per page just so I can store links and things in between, and it worked out really well. I like the way it looks right now. I wanted to also go with a consistent layout throughout multiple pages. So I always have the logo on the top right side, the links are at the left side. Always in the same order, it'll be the logout, the back, and then any other options that may come in based on which page you're on. I also wanted to make sure to add the links with error messages or on success pages. This makes it so that if you do have an error or if you get a success message, you can actually continue on to the next page without using the back button. And it also will direct you forward to the proper page if you click on the continue. The approach I took to this is to make it easy to use for our users. I wanted to make sure that anybody could go into this application, even if you didn't know this program, and just see where you would register, log in, and how you would walk through this program easily. I also wanted to make sure to include descriptive error messages. That way, if you do have a problem with anything you entered, if you leave a field blank accidentally, you mistype something, it'll give you an error message that lets you know where that problem lies, and you can go back and get it fixed pretty easily. I also wanted to go with a very simple design. I didn't want it to be too cluttered or too in-depth, and that just makes it very easy for the users to go through, as well as it makes it look a little bit cleaner with the simple design. The limitations for this product, or for this project, do include that it is a simple project. With a more sophisticated project, you would be able to have more options there. Maybe instant messaging between the users, things like that. With this one is just very simple: create a blog, delete a blog, update a blog, or give a comment. And the other limitation that this project has is that it only uses PHP and HTML. For this project, as I said earlier, I didn't use any other high-level languages. It was only PHP and HTML. Ideas for the future for this project do include implementing more actions users can take. One such action, of course, would be the instant messaging earlier mentioned. You could also implement an email service, since we do have the email accounts for the registered users. We could have them be able to email one another links or anything else interesting if the user chose to provide their email for that purpose. Another interesting idea for the future would be to add dynamic positioning of blogs based on ratings. Higher rated blogs could go on the home screen on the index page, or they would be seen by anybody even if they hadn't registered yet. Lower rating blogs could go on different pages, maybe a little farther back, or may have to be searched for, or in the View Other Blogs page. Then we'll go ahead and continue on to the software demonstration, where I'll show you the project that I've been working on. This is the main landing screen here. We'll go ahead and go over to the databases first. Right now I have all of these empty. There isn't anything in these databases. And here's the structure with the users. Of course, I have the first and last name, the ID, email, username and password, and then the type of user. The type of user is admin type or basic user, 0 or 1 based on what type. You can also go to the comments table. The title of the post you have the comment for, the username of the commenter, that username's user ID, the comment ID, which is an auto-incremented ID for each comment, the date of the comment, and the actual comment itself. With the blog post, this is the posts themselves. We have the user ID who created the blog, the post ID, which is auto-incremented ID for each post, the post date, the title of the post, and then the actual content. Now, back here on our main page, we have our title here, Purple Group Blog, has our logo there, and here's a list of blogs. Currently we don't have any, and it tells you no posts were found. So if I register a user here, let's go ahead and go through, and I'll register myself. Register here, and it tells me I've registered successfully, and I can go to the main menu. Now, had I left any of these fields blank, they will tell us it is a required field, or if you make them more than 20 characters. Tell us it's still required. We'll go ahead and just go with a basic name and password here. It'll tell us the information is too long. Please enter values in the proper length. So we had too long of an entry here, and that's not allowed. That prevents things such as SQL injections, where people type in their own code there to make your database do things it doesn't want to do. So we'll go ahead and log in here. Of course, if we try to log in, we get an error message saying that we need a username and password. Let's say I used the wrong username and password. Incorrect login credentials. Try again. I can go ahead and click login, go right back and give it another try. And this time we will get it right. Now we have some options here. Of course, the logout button, notice there is up there. You can click that and go ahead and log out to the main page, or we'll go ahead and click new blog now, just to create a blog. This would be my title and my message. Of course, it has placeholders there telling us how long they can be. This will say blog successfully saved. And we can, of course, view the blog here. For now, let's see what would happen if I, say, left the title blank. If we leave the title blank, it'll tell us the title is required, and we can continue. Then we can try to create a new blog again. So say if we put that, but no message, blog entry is required as well. So it does require both of those. They do have to be within the character limits. So if we had something like this, we hit a message in there, and we go ahead and hit save, it's going to tell us the title's too long. The same thing does happen as well with the message screen. So if we type in title, and we type in a message, of course the message does have to be quite long here for it to be too long, as it is up to 100 characters. So if we type it like that, and we hit save, entry is too long. Go ahead and try again. So your blog does have to be a little bit shorter. The title has to be a little bit shorter, but it is a very short blog. So we do want those to not be too long. So now we can go ahead and view my blogs. Of course, the other ones didn't get saved. Only this one. It tells us the date, who made it, and the title of the blog here. This is a link, and we'll go ahead and click it. On this page, you have a couple different options. It'll tell you what the blog's title is and the message inside, as well as any comments on the blog. Since we don't have any comments yet, we'll go ahead and update the blog from here. and we can type in whatever we want. We can hit enter, showing that we have the NL2BR there, and we can go ahead and type my message updated. Update. Blog is successfully saved, and we'll hit continue. Now if we view the blog, it still has the same title and everything, but now it says my message updated. Let's go ahead and delete this blog. We can't type here. These are read-only fields just to make sure that they don't get updated. And we'll go ahead and hit delete. It'll ask you, are you sure? Just to verify that you actually want to delete it before fully deleting it. And the blog is deleted successfully. So go back, make sure it's not there. There are no blogs there. We'll go back to the main menu. We'll go ahead and create a new blog. So we'll name this one Test 2. We'll name it my new message here. And we'll save that. Save successfully. And if we view other blogs right now, there are no other blogs there. If we search blogs, we can search blogs, say by T. It won't pull it up, as it only pulls up blogs that you did not make yourself. You can go ahead and look at all your blogs in the View My Blogs area. We'll go ahead and log out here. Now it shows that we have my main blog here, as that is the only blog, it's the only one showing up, with the date and the user, the title, and the content. Now if we register a second user here, let's do new user, and we'll have them be admin for now, and we'll do a new test or end test, and we'll just give them a password of 1. Register successfully here, and we'll go ahead and log in with our new credentials, which of course is end test and the number 1 for the password. Go ahead and log in. Now if we view my blog, I don't have any blogs here. But if I go to search blogs and I type in a T, I can search. It'll of course pull up my test page here. You can view the test 2 title and the content, as well as any comments. Currently we don't have any, so we'll go ahead and create one. It keeps the title the same here, it's read only, as we're commenting on that. We can type whatever comment we want in here. We'll type my new comment. We'll update. The comment will be added successfully here, and we'll hit continue. Now if we search blogs, or if we view other blogs instead, we can see all other blogs posted by other users. We'll click on it, and now it shows the my new message, and it shows our new comment here, my new comments. And that's how it works for the program. Now if we go ahead and we go to a blog post, we can see, if we refresh, that the new blog post does show up. It has the title and the post, my new message there. If you go to comments, you'll see which user made the comments, the title for the comment, and then the comment here. For the users, we'll have the first and last name, of course, the password, username, email address, the ID that they have. Now, if we go ahead and go back to the blog main screen, we can go to view my blogs. Of course, this user doesn't have any right now, so we'll go ahead and log out. And we'll log in with the other user. That's going to be my name and 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll view my blog. So here's my blog. If I click on it, it'll show me any comments here, who made those comments and what date. So if we want to delete this blog, we can just go ahead and delete. Site will say, are you sure? We'll say OK. Blog is deleted successfully, and let's verify that the blog and the comments were deleted. There's no comments anymore, and the blog is gone as well. That is just about all for this project. It is a very good working system. And besides that, I had some issues working with the database initially, as well as getting some of the pages set up. The professor really helped me. He let me go ahead and have another shot at it. I've been working on this week after week to try to get it to work properly. And it is working properly now. All of the functions work. And I do want to thank you for listening to my post, and I hope that you all have a great day.